What's up, everybody? It's the Gift of Gaming podcast, and I'm your host, Darren Wade, and today I'm joined by the host with the most of the Switch Sports D3 Golf Invitational, KP.
How you doing? You got through that one.
I did, and I was practicing it in my head a little bit earlier, and I was like, I'm definitely going to mess this up. Yeah, and of course, my own blood and brother, Andrew Wade. Andy, welcome.
Nice. Thanks for having me.
It's been a while since you guys were on.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Yeah. To the joys of real world.
Yeah, life getting in the way.
So we don't have a topic for this week's episode. This is a trial run. We were just kind of saying, well, why don't we just get on a podcast and have a chat?
Talk shit.
Yep, absolutely. And my first question is, seeing as I haven't had you guys on for a while, what are you playing at the minute?
Andrew, what are you playing?
I mean, you all know what I'm playing.
Monster Hunter Beta?
Well, that was incredible. That was absolutely phenomenal. Monster Hunter Beta. That was it was a really good game. You excited to play it when it comes out?
I am, and they announced
the beta part 2. Beta 2 part 2.
Beta 2 part 2, because the PlayStation Network went down on the weekend. They had their beta.
Annoying.
Yeah, they had they're extending the beta up until this Sunday, I think, or something.
So the beta isn't extended. The beta is off at the moment. It starts up again on Thursday. I think that's the American time though, so I think it's Friday morning. It's 3 a.m. Friday morning for us, and it runs until Sunday at like 2 in the morning or something.
Okay, so I'll be up at 3 a.m. Friday morning.
Full weekend of it.
Getting my Monster Hunter on. And it's funny because I really wanted to play it on that Saturday when we had, the network going down didn't bother me too much because I was busy on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Then I was off to London on Sunday. But I would have been pretty pissed if I was settling down to give that a good go.
Oh, yeah. Have you played much of it since the first beta?
No, I haven't touched it. And I think at this stage I'm like, will I...
You should, because of the new monster Arkveld that they release into it. It is so much fun to fight.
So that's what I mean. I'm like, I have no doubt it's good fun, but I'm like, maybe I should wait. Mm-hmm. Like at this stage, we've got like we're 2 weeks, 2 and a bit weeks away.
It's the 28th, so just over 2 weeks. But they did say if you manage to beat Arkveld, there is like a little goodie package waiting for you in the main game. So it's kind of a push to...
Now I have to play it.
Yeah. Now, when they say goodie package, I mean, I remember this from the last Monster Hunter, and the goodie package was literally just like 10 potions 10 mega potions and things. So
I'm between two minds because I know the first beta, when it came out, was pretty ropey in terms of graphics, and I think they said it was an old build, and the beta 2 is still off an old build, but a better build than...
So graphics improved unless you have a PC, because apparently the optimization on PC at the moment is diabolical.
Have you seen any of the pictures of Monster Hunter on the PC, KP?
No, I haven't.
Incredible.
Do you remember the famous Hagrid from Harry Potter?
Yes,
all the characters look like
Perfect.
that.
Yeah.
I think there's one part there was there's like big bison things. I can't remember what they're called. Big shaggy things going past. And I remember watching a guy who was playing it on PC, and it's literally it's a diamond that looks vaguely shaggy coloured.
Bit of round to it.
But it's just this diamond floating across the screen. I can't fight that.
That is trash.
It's awful. But on the PlayStation, it's fucking amazing. So.
Yeah, no, I'm keen, but I'm kind of like at this stage, I think I might just wait till it's out and just enjoy. Because I enjoyed playing a little beta. I got they give you like a little keychain for your weapon as a bonus thing for actually getting involved in the beta. Also, I already have that, so I'm like, at this stage, maybe I'll just wait and see. But if not Monster Hunter Beta, then what have you been?
Helldivers, No Man's Sky.
Oh, okay.
Then the epic events about, because No Man's Sky, they released the Worlds Part 2 update, so they did a massive graphics overhaul. They added in 10 trillion new systems, but they added, so it's an entire new biome, which has been massive mystery from the game. So you have to do a little quest and basically unlock new ones. So there's gas giants, water worlds, and ruined civilizations planets. Nice. Like the water worlds are absolutely fucking terrifying. Sick. Like you land on this planet where there's no land, so your ship has to be equipped to be able to land on water. You land, and they said the ocean's about 7 kilometers deep. So you go in your little submarine down to the deep, deep dark, and it's like, if you have any kind of thalassophobia, which I do, it's not a lot of fun.
There's a great subreddit, because I don't have any thalassophobia. I kind of love deep dark waters, so I've joined like the thalassophobia sub on subreddit just to enjoy what people put up as opposed to...
Tried it, can't do it.
Fucking love it. But there's loads of... it's Subnautica. That game has loads of real scary bits in terms of deep water and stuff like that. But I'd be all like, I mean, there's that question of like, would you rather be able to fly anywhere in the sky, which don't get me wrong would be dope, or be able to traverse the deep sea?
I'll stay up in the air, thanks.
Yeah, I'll probably take the sky as well. Yeah.
The ability to be able to fly would be great, but if nothing could kill me in the deep water, which who knows, maybe there is, I'd be so keen. I'd love to, like, if pressure and stuff wasn't an issue, I'd love to like get down to Mariana Trench, check all that shit out, go see all the boat wrecks. That kind of stuff is
But again, there's a whole lot of extra fees. You wouldn't be able to see anything down there. It's just pure black.
I think the whole thing is like, if you can go there, you've got the ability to see it. What about you, KP? What are you playing?
I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals, so the PlayStation Network going down was an absolute pain in the hole for me.
Oh, right, okay.
That game becomes a brick then at that point.
I couldn't even get on. It was dreadful. But I've been ranking uploads. That's why it was really annoying for me. I was on a good little streak there.
Are you still playing competitive?
Yeah, I'm up to gold now.
Nice.
I thought that was nice as well, and then I looked to see how many levels there were past gold, and there's like 5. So like it sounds better than it is, but it goes up to like, I think it's called like God mode or something like that. But anyway, so I've been playing the hell out of that. It's really enjoyable. Loving it still. I've gotten quite good, which I'm happy about. It's been taking me a long time to get good at it.
Who's your main?
I've been swapping. So I swap in between a fair bit depending on what the team needs. Because I don't mind playing the kind of support role or the tank role. But if I had my choice, I'd always go for a duelist. Probably at the moment, Moon Knight or Namor would be the two.
Because I heard Moon Knight was what were they saying? It was Moon Knight, and is it Shang-Chi are meant to be pretty OP.
Iron Fist.
That's who it is. Sorry, not
Iron Fist got it. Oh no, did he get nerfed yet? No, he didn't. Hawkeye as well was a big choice for a lot of people, but he got a bit of a nerf. He was a very popular choice, but his
moves were ridiculous.
It was a one shot basically.
Sniping people in the head from the other side of the arena.
I enjoyed it when it was on our team. Column, when we were playing, did a bit of Hawkeye, and when you die, you can toggle through who else is still playing until you respawn. And I was watching his camera, and he was a dab hand at Hawkeye. Got a couple of great headshots, like the one shot kill. But that's great when it's on your team, but so frustrating when it's against you.
There's a bit of a little bit of, I suppose, discontent in the community over it at the moment.
That he was nerfed?
No, not exactly that. There was a few people and like content creators complaining and saying that they felt it was fixed. There was match fixing going on. In particular, like not like people using like aim assist or anything like that. As in like you'd be on a streak, you'd win like 5 games in a row, and then you'd lose the next 5, and it wouldn't be because you're playing poorly. It's because you're getting matched with people who are just god awful and shouldn't be in your like rank basically for competitive.
Just putting crap people on your team, but still leaving the other team as.
But then like at the same time, you could just get unlucky with that. But the developer NetEase, they have like some patent that's available that just to be read online. It's like an AI patent that will keep your win-loss record in around 50%. And the idea is that they want, and they target people who are more likely to consistently come back to the game because they know that you're going to want to level up. They know based on your gameplay that you log in every day or like every second day. So if you're on a streak and you're close to getting your gold rank or the next level up, then they'll start doing you over. And so you level down a bit because they know you're likely to keep going. Or if and this is just in this patent that they have. It's available online. Like people like found it and put it up on Reddit. So I was like, that is hilarious. So that's kind of annoyed a few people because I've noticed it myself. And I was going up the ranks. And I was like, this is great. You're getting paired with like people who are good at Iron Fist and like unbelievable. And then you're close to leveling up, and then you get paired against people who are unreal with Iron Fist or Spider-Man, and it's such a pain, and you've got donkeys on your team. So it's working. I keep going back until it's definitely working on me. But that's something that's going on in that universe. It's pissed off a lot of people.
I need to get back to it because I really actually enjoyed playing it and playing as Captain America. And it's funny because like I'm Captain America, Mantis, and who else did I play as? Captain America, Mantis. I tried Scarlet Witch. Lots of people said that Scarlet Witch was like a really good all-rounder.
She's a bit of a cheat code. She's got a kind of an aim assist,
Oh, does she?
Yeah, her like standard like R2 attack, like her standard like shot.
Is it locked on almost?
It locks on.
Yeah.
But that's the same with Cloak and Dagger, and people really like that character. So it would pick your poison.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because I really enjoyed playing it, but it was this thing where I think, and Andrew, you would have known from us playing through Final Fantasy 14 a lot. I don't necessarily mind the tank role. In fact, playing through as a tank for most of my time playing that game online and all the dungeons and everything. But I'm not great at surviving as a tank, so I can go in there. Like, I mean, I think I was doing the role well enough as Captain America, like running in and just taking lots of people's attention and doing whatever I could do to stay alive, putting the shield up, whatever else. But I found myself just, you get to the end of your stats, and I know the Vanguard or a tank or whatever else isn't meant to be getting a great kill death ratio.
Yeah.
You're kind of more there is to just soak things up. But I finished the game and we might have won, but I don't feel great about it because it's like, you died 12 times and got 4 kills. I'm like, I feel like I've lost, you know.
See, I don't think this is a
it
win.
turned me off for a while, so I think I need to get away from just playing as my favorite Marvel characters and actually get into it in a character that I enjoy.
That's one of those things that is very frustrating about the game, where if you don't have somebody on your team playing as a decent support when you're taking the tank role, you're just screwed. You lose all a bit of fun. You're just there to take shots, basically, and you've no one giving you health or whatever.
I've seen brilliant videos of the Doctor Strange portal.
Oh, making people go off the side.
And everything like that.
Yeah.
You put up one, I think, before. I had great I Need a Hero or something like that was playing in the background, where he knew that, is it Jeff the Shark?
Yeah.
Jeff the Shark eats people, and
Jeff
lots of people's tactic is just to eat the people and then just go to the edge and spit them off the edge. But this guy playing as Strange and had the I Need a Hero music playing off, knew this was about to happen, and set the portal so that when he spat them off the edge, they fell into a portal and came like right back out into the fight or whatever else. And I was like, man, if I only had that level of like
awareness of the battlefield.
All these videos were coming out very early into Marvel Rivals like introduction, and I was like, how do you? I mean, people just like playing fucking hours and hours of the game, I guess. But I'm always intrigued as to people who get so involved in that, and like the tactics, the details, the stats and everything like that straight off the bat. I'd love to be that into a game straight from the get-go, but I'm kind of more into like, when I see that, I'm like, ooh, there's a Captain America, ooh, he looks cool, like let's go, and then forget about like, I need to learn definitely how to properly play this game, because the competitive scene, when I started a few competitive levels, I really struggled. Like I was definitely playing a different ball game. Like it was no longer, you're not there to just have a laugh with those people. Those people expect you to tank A+, you know.
I got involved in a game the other day with a group of people who, like, it was, sometimes you go on and most people haven't got their microphones turned on, so when that's the case, it's just kind of every man for themselves. You do try to play your role a bit, but most people are kind of just chasing kills or whatever. But there was just a group of lads on they were English guys. They were so funny. They were telling everyone what to do basically when we were in like the lobby waiting for the game to start. And like you can do open chat against the opposing team. So our team had a Hulk, their team had a Hulk, and it was like 1-1 in the best out of 3. And they started being like 1v1, 1v1, 1v1. And I was like, what is going on here? So I go into the game, everyone's just standing around in a circle and the 2 Hulks are going at it and everyone's just watching on the side. It was so funny, man. I was like, this is brilliant.
Because the only experience I had with the chat thing on that was I went into a game, I could hear people like chatting on the thing, but like it was quite, I had to turn the volume up, but it was like 2 people talking to each other, being like, I'm over here, tackle or target what's Star-Lord or whatever else. They were just like giving people tips about what to do, and I popped on my mic and I was like, I'll talk, I'll get involved, whatever. I was like, guys, I have my I've got the super with Captain America good to go, and that's the one where it's a shield bash and he runs, but he leaves like a path behind him, I think, and that boosts, like people can run in with him and that boosts them. Now, I don't know, I mean these guys are probably like 15 or 16 or something like that. It made me like feel real sad, but I was like, I got this, I can do this. And they're like, yeah, go for it, man, we'll right behind you. And I did it, and I charged off, and I got into like the air with all the heroes there, and they were just whooping my ass. I turned around, and there was nobody, and I just heard laughing on the mic, and I was like, I think I'm gonna log out.
That's so funny.
Been absolutely cheesed. I have actually been playing. I got it, but didn't get a chance to play it until late last night. Civ 7.
Oh, cool.
Any good?
Yeah.
So what I will say of this is, I know Chris and Kev were talking in the chat about the reviews not being good. I think, not to say those people are idiots, but I think because I've been on Reddit and I've seen the reviews and whatever else, I'm like, what is people's problem? So don't get me wrong, there's a big problem with the UI. how to like on the user interface in the game. Not as bad as I expected. I was expecting this thing to be like unusable, but it's just very different to Civ 6. To find the things you want to find is quite difficult, and I think apart from that, there's like it's changed a lot in how it works. So I can see people who would have been playing, and like by the time. The last time I would have played Civ 6, and Chris would say it as well, Civ 6 is a perfect game, but it had years for DLC and updates and all that kind of stuff. So, of course, it's going to play incredibly well. But I think this one's a big change in some of the things that they've done, and I like them all. There's not a change that I don't like, but there are changes that I think are harder for me to get used to. So I can see why people like immediately see that and go, this is shit. But it's like, no, just spend a bit of time with it. Because like those reviews came out when the early access came out, those reviews were up within like 3 or 4 hours. Like you cannot play Civ for 3 or 4 hours and have
any kind of opinion on it.
Yeah, and have any kind of opinion. So I played lots. The game looks great. I have, because it's funny, I got to the handle of Civ 6 towards the end of it. So I used to play on harder difficulties, but for most time, like they have like settler, governor, king, and then deity.
I was going the easiest one all day long. I'd never even finish a game half the time. Do you know what I mean?
The only game I ever finished, I think, was on Chieftain, and as far as I'm aware, that's like the third lowest difficulty on it.
I think it's like settler, chieftain, governor, whatever it is. But I just started the game because you pick a new game and it puts you into like a map already. And I think it's a small map. It's just one to get used to it. But it has you on what is the standard difficulty. I got absolutely wrecked. The
Barbarians in straight away wrecking your buzz. Like it's always been like the first few moves. You've got nothing built. And barbarians. Like what's going on?
So there's no longer barbarians. So they've changed that to there's independent states like city states, and these independent states are just by themselves, and it'll be randomized as to whether or not they're neutral, friendly, or hostile to you. So the hostile to you, if you come near them, they'll just attack straight off the bat. And then if you befriend them for long enough and help them, they turn into a city-state that you become Caesarian of. So it's like, so you get all the bonuses if you help these guys to grow, which is a cool mechanic that you're actually involved in their growth. But I remember when it started off, I didn't really get any of that. And I was like, these assholes in Babylon, like I'm going to go wreck them. But trying to fight them and take over an independent state on whatever like the standard difficulty was had me wrecked. And I even like... there's great things because you get like a cultural victory, a science victory, a military victory, or kind of all the different options. For each path you're taking, you get an advisor. And I don't know if you can turn them off, but it's been great for me because I started the first game I tried was like, I'll go military, like, because lots of people said the combat was different. But you get like army commanders who can form like formations. You get loads of troops that can join up to them and you get to like move them across the map. And I was walking over this independent city-state. I thought had like 2 swordsmen, whatever else, and I march over with my full army. First time playing the game, being like, this is great, I'm owning this. And of course, the shroud clears, and there's fucking tons of them. My army gets wrecked. That's what I put all of my time and production into, and I was like, I'm going to hit the restart button here and try again.
Well, there's 2 questions I have about it because it's the 2 things. There's one is just like a visual thing, and one is an actual. What will actually probably stop me from getting it if it's not included anymore. Can you still play multiplayer local? Because I think Chris had mentioned something about that was gone as a feature.
I haven't checked. I haven't gone onto the multiplayer option, so I can't tell you for sure.
Yeah, because that was like myself and Claire would play that a lot. I'd play Civ 6 quite a lot because I had that option. You just pass control back and forth and play 2 different nations. But I haven't been anything that mentions that being a feature.
I mean, I could probably
such a bizarre feature to get rid of.
I mean, like in terms of how easy that would probably be to put into your system, that you don't need the network but just need a local. Like internet.
You're basically just giving player 1 control of another army. Really, that's all it was. I mean,
it was class. Me and Kev played tons of that, probably way too much. Like back in like when he first moved in here, like a couple of years ago, we sat down and played. Like just took turns that, and he's very funny because he really understands Civ to a level of degree that I just don't. But he would take so much time with his turns that I couldn't progress until he hit like end my turn or whatever else. And I would sit there and I just tap the button to be like, because anytime you said you were ready, the other person got a notification saying player 1 has ended their day, and I just be like wrapping this, and Kevin would just be like, end of the day, end of the day, end of the day. I'm like, Kevin, come on. But in fairness, I think you need to take that time to actually
to do it properly.
Kev plays it on deity, and I just don't know how he does that because I just get absolutely
yeah.
Well, did you say you had a question?
Yeah, so. Because this is one that, like, on other kind of games like Civ I've played before as well, I love the visual aspect of what you can see of your troops on it. Is it still just like a maximum of 3 troops per tile?
No. Like I had like a full army. I joined like 4, like 2 slingers and 2 warriors into my army commander, and they march as a full with like garrisons. So there's loads more of them on the screen. which looks great. I think the game visually looks amazing. Do you know what I mean?
Like, that was my one kind of down thing. Is like you build this huge army of 3 people, or massive, battalions of tanks, 3 tanks. Now I like seeing the actual visual representation.
It looks bigger, and like the combat's changed massively in terms of, I think it's a lot easier to get troops as opposed to how it was previously. Like, in a way, it might take a lot of turns to get troops. It's a bit easier to get troops in this one. So the combat's changed a little bit. Like, having your units don't get promoted, but the army commander that you have, who can die, gets promotions for themselves, and they give bonuses to the troops around them. So it's all based around the kind of army commander when you're doing the military side of things. So look, the game has problems in that I wouldn't give it a perfect score, but I have no idea where all the hate's coming from, because it's just it's like they've changed a lot of things, which I think has scared a lot of people, because they were so comfortable and cozy on their Civ 6.
It sounded like people just wanted Civ 6 again, based off the stuff I was reading.
That's
that was all.
it
Changed a bit. So
I went on to Reddit just to get, like, because again, looking for the idea for, like, multiplayer still there and stuff, and it literally seems all the hate is directed to the fact that it's not Civ 6 Part 2.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like did they change as well? You don't have to start from like whatever the first age is. You can start the game in the Middle Ages if you choose to. So it makes it shorter.
That aspect's been taken out of the game entirely. So there's no longer, like, the way you start off in the ancient, then you did medieval, then you did like Victorian, Renaissance, whatever it might be. There's only 3 ages. So there's the Antiquity Age, which is all the old stuff. Then there's the Exploration Age, and then I can't remember what the third one is, but
modern kind of thing.
Yeah, probably. But the whole idea is that you can change your civilization stats throughout the ages to kind of match more with what that civilization would have been doing in that time and period in history, so you can make it a bit more historically accurate. So I've been playing as the Cambodian, so I haven't gotten to the next Exploration Age, but I have all the ancient, like, Cambodian stuff, like elephant troops and Angkor Wat and all that kind of stuff that I can build. And it's kind of each leader, it's all, I'd say it's streamlined. Streamline's probably not the word. I can see why people might not like it in terms of, I think it's bottlenecked a little bit. I think there's a bit of creativity that's been taken away, because you could just you could play as Gandhi and have a big ass military all you wanted.
Is it still the same leaders from?
No, all different.
Oh, I just heard Gandhi. I was like, it's the same. Yeah.
No, but what I mean to say is,
I was just waiting for the whole Gandhi in his peaceful ways.
Yeah,
like the first person to get nuked by Gandhi.
Yeah. That was the thing, is that, like, you could have Gandhi and just have a massive military and stuff like that. And I think if you were to play, like, as a peaceful leader, you could still potentially do that, but it's much harder to do it than it would be probably in Civ 6. I think the game pushes you to a little bit to kind of play a little bit like the civilizations would have. And I can see why people are complaining about that, because it takes away that bit of creativity and freedom, being like, oh, I want to play as a fucking nuke crazy Gandhi as opposed to whatever. But no, I think it's fantastic. The UI needs loads of fixing. It's really hard to find some things that you're looking for. I still have no idea how to make trade routes right now. And I'm looking on Reddit to be like, how do I do this and distance-wise? So certain aspects aren't explained or aren't easy to find in the UI. So that needs to be changed for sure.
I suppose that's kind of a thing as well for games now, like doing betas and stuff. That's a great thing to spot in the beta, but Civ never had a test phase, did it?
No, they released it and they had an early access. I think people paid for like a deluxe edition and you got like a couple of days early, which is why, because it only came out yesterday.
Yeah.
But I saw loads of people talking about their playthroughs from the last couple of days, so I think people got an early access to actually play it. But no, it didn't have a beta. But like neither did Civ 5 or Civ 6, and I think it's one of those things, especially when Civ 6 first came out, that people forget. It had loads of problems.
It wasn't dog shit, but it was close to.
No, but like I wouldn't even say it was dog shit. It was a game that came out and people said, "Oh, X, Y, and Z could be improved," and they improved it. And I think the same thing will happen with Civ 7. Loads of the reviews I just do not get. I don't get it at all. I'm playing it being like, this thing looks great. I can see myself getting absolutely lost in this game. So I don't get the hate at all. But I think people just love to have something to complain about.
People just love to hate. Just because there's so many games that there's nothing wrong with, and people just hate them just for the sake of like, oh, let's get a bit of traction going here, and just
The controversial view will always have the more views of it or whatever.
Have you played it on the Portal yet, or just on
the TV? But I'd say it's a fucking perfect Portal game.
I'm thinking of getting it for that exact reason, because I think it'll play super well on the Portal.
Because it's like graphically it's great, but you wouldn't lose any of that by playing on the Portal. And I think it's such a game that in terms of like if I was sitting here and Lauren wanted to watch something on TV and we were chilling out, I think it'd be such a fucking game to get absolutely lost in on the Portal. Like, I'm very excited to actually give it a try, but like, because I had here free last night, I was like, well, I'm going to give it a go on the TV.
The BTV,
I'm excited to play on the Portal because I think it's a perfect Portal game, because you don't really lose anything with it, And in fairness, the one thing I would have said was that the touch pad button on the controller, I think Remember did a lot for you in Civ 6 in terms of highlighting things. Doesn't play a big part in Civ 7. So the way on the portal, it's like a double tap on the screen. You won't even really have to use it that much. So I think for the portal, it'll just be
perfect.
Better off that way.
Yeah, very excited. There's a state of play on tonight, gentlemen, from PlayStation.
Yes.
I think it's like 10 p.m. Irish time. So if you're listening to this, we are recording this a day before this goes out. So by the time you're listening to this, the PlayStation State of Play will have already been out. But is there anything... Okay, forget about reality, I suppose. But if you could have...
I try to on a daily basis.
Why do you think I play video games? If you could have anything appear on this PlayStation State of Play, and I'll go to you first, what would you love to see?
Light No Fire.
Huh?
Light No Fire. I just want the release date for Light No Fire.
I have no idea what Light No Fire is.
It's the new one from Hello Games, makers of No Man's Sky.
Sorry. Yes, you'd spoken about this before.
Yeah, it looks savage.
Have they released a trailer for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically one. So it's where No Man's Sky is like 14 quintillion solar systems, each planet. This is one planet the size of Earth.
Okay.
And your best mode of transportation, it seems, is birds.
Okay.
So you have an entire world to explore, and like you're not traveling fast. There's no spaceships in this. There's no nothing. It's just trek across land. But like the players for like the races are all different. Like you play as the fox tribe, the rabbit tribe, the eagle tribe, the moose tribe, and you're actually playing as like a walking on two legs on a rabbit, moose, whatever kind of, and it looks savage.
Unreal. I'll have to get
Absolutely savage.
Yeah,
So,
give that a go.
And is that, do you actually think there'll be something on that?
he had kept saying that you'd be like February they'd really do a release date, and I mean it's mid-February now, and there's a state of play on.
So that was my next question. You don't have a release date for it yet.
Currently, no release date. Everyone's kind of hoping it would be like end of February kind of thing. But now this might give hoping this gives a release date for it. But yeah, that's my main.
Yeah. What about you, KP? If PlayStation could give you anything on the State of Play tonight?
I'd like a bit of info on the Wolverine game that's due to drop at some stage. I think there was meant to be, maybe not a trailer, but maybe a release date. It mightn't be this year, but there was meant to be an update on this a good few months back, like before the turn of the year, and there just wasn't.
The silence on games always makes me worry that there's been nothing about Wolverine for so long that I'm like, is it in production hell? Like, have we?
Yeah, I'd say like maybe I think the plan at one stage from Insomniac was for it to be released this year, which it won't be, but maybe an announcement to say it'll be 2026 would do it for them. But then I suppose would they be competing with GTA?
So this is the thing that I worry about for like the likes of State of Plays or Xbox showcases and everything like that. I think GTA was confirmed. Take-Two Interactive, whatever, the guys who own Rockstar, have confirmed that it is definitely going to be fall this year, but without a date. So I'm hoping that that's encouraged, because like we did a news episode, myself, Luke, and Chris, maybe not for January, but for December. And one of the things that came out was that publishers were holding off dates to release a game because they didn't want it anywhere near GTA 6. Yeah. So I'm like, now that they've confirmed fall, will we kind of get a few release dates for things? Because people can kind of say, oh, we'll do holiday 2025, or we're going to do summer 2025 before GTA 6 comes out. But yeah, you'd love to see Wolverine and
just
a possible
any
release
form of
window.
Update, maybe a snippet of a trailer would be lovely.
The only thing we've gotten is him sitting at the bar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's the only thing we've gotten.
And it looked cool. And it's going to be in the same. I was reading a little bit about it earlier on because when I heard the State of Play was tonight, I was like, oh, what can we expect? Hopefully. And there was, that was something that came up. And I'd almost forgotten about that game, to be honest with you, because there'd been such radio silence on it. But it's in the same universe as the, like they're in the same like Earth 1048 or something as the Spider-Man games.
Nice.
So like it seems like that studio are doing
their own universe.
Their own universe of games, which would be class. Because I remember hearing as well that there was meant to be like a Daredevil game from Insomniac as well. So that could be the next good few years worth of games from them as a studio for a while. Which would be great.
Wolverine game, because I know the Spider-Man game is kind of like, I know it's got like a decent storyline in terms of serious enough, but it's Spider-Man, so it's
still
quippy
Spider-Man,
and it's whatever else. Would you want a real serious dark Wolverine kind of game?
Yeah, I want to see claws ripping people apart, to be perfectly honest with you. If it wasn't 18s, I think they'd miss a trick, like, you know, but they might obviously cut out a huge portion of their audience if they did that. But I think they could go all in on that as a gory, violent
Do you ever
game.
remember reading the old Weapon X comic books?
I never read them, but I'm familiar
That
with
was that. If they went that line of thing, that would be like fucking. That's the one side of Wolverine I'd love to see in a video game. Just the pure,
just the like the animalistic version,
pure
of
brutal rage kind of thing. Yeah.
I'm sure that'll have to come into it. Like I'm excited to play it. I think like Insomniac did a great job with the Spider-Man game, so if they can build on that and make this in any way is good, hopefully better. Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be good to see.
Nice. I would say I don't think that's too out of this world. In fairness, what both of you said, I don't think are too out of this world to actually appear on the state of play tonight, which would be exciting. My one, which I don't think we'll get anything for. I mean, I'm trying to think of like where would it be best placed to drop a trailer or to drop an announcement for it, because I don't think it's like platform specific. But Kingdom Hearts 4 has been so dead for so long, and the last, like, they were doing I don't know if it was a mobile game. Of course, like, you know, anything to do with Kingdom Hearts, it'll appear on any fucking platform. But some mobile game or something like that was delayed. Like, I'm not quite sure indefinitely, but like, it was just bad news about production. And I'm like, well, if a mobile game is struggling to get a thing, where the hell is Kingdom Hearts 4? Because the last information we ever got about Kingdom Hearts 4 was approaching 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
They did like a trailer on Unreal Engine 5, or was it Unreal Engine 4 at the time? They did a trailer, and lots of people have come out and said that the game will look nothing like what we saw 3 years ago, because they've moved to Unreal Engine 5 and they've switched it up. So I'm like, God, there's been nothing. There hasn't been a peep. And I'd love to know like what it's about. I'd love to like just even like a teaser thing, even like a quick CGI thing with a keyblade and
just something to
just
whet the appetite,
you know, a shadow of something. I'd be like, yes, okay, so we're still there. But I don't know if I hopes for it at all. But we will be getting, I have no doubt. Did you guys watch the Snake Eater Delta trailer that came out and it was immediately taken off PlayStation?
Yeah, I heard that this
Network?
would be there. Yeah.
So they put a trailer up. I reckon they just got the day wrong. I think it came out Wednesday last week instead of Wednesday this week, because I'm assuming whoever controls these things on the PlayStation Store did. But they released the trailer on, you could actually go on to hover over Delta, and there was the new trailer, which actually gave the release date for like August sometime. Yeah. I'm assuming we'll get that trailer, but if you haven't seen it, that game looks so good.
Yeah.
That was one of my, if not my favorite of the Metal Gear games.
I think for a lot of people it was and it's a cool one. It's a cool one to remake first, because I think a lot of people who haven't played it, it's not overly crazy in terms of the storyline, because it's before, in terms of the timeline, before everything gets really mad, and it's just a really fun.
Yeah, and it's not 2. That's the main thing.
A lot of hate for 2, yeah.
I mean, it's not just 2. It's a particular character in 2 that the hate is directed towards that I just cannot stand.
We're all riding. Is there anything that you think will be on it?
Surely there'll be a fair bit of Ghost of Yotai content, I would have thought.
Yeah, because that's out this year, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we've only gotten that one, the announcement trailer, right?
Yeah. So it'd be nice to see, because I know there's a lot of conversation over is it a prequel, what's going on there. So hopefully there's a bit more info on that.
Craig thinks it's a prequel, I think.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, and he was annoyed by that, because I think the whole your character being the ghost of Tsushima in the original one, and him becoming so like notorious, it's like, how could you be in that world and never heard of the ghost of Yotai if it's a prequel, like, in terms of. But I guess Craig would be very much a person who likes the canon of things, like to make sense. But yeah, I mean, that kind of stuff I don't care about. I'd always treat them as like cool that they're in the same world, but I treat them as separate games, whatever. But I think getting anything about that will definitely make me go back and play and finish Ghost of Tsushima, because I never finished it.
It's a hard one to finish, to be fair. If you suffer from open world fatigue a little bit, there's a lot to do. Yeah, so I did finish it, but it did take me a while to get through it. It was sort of one I'd drop playing for a while and get back into, but it's worth it. It's worth the grind.
I think so, because I mean I thought it looked amazing. I just stopped for something else and never looked back. I think the state of play is 40 minutes long as well.
It's super long.
Yeah, which I'm kind of like, what the hell are they?
I would imagine there's going to be some big GTA 6.
You reckon?
I'd say so, because I mean it is this year and it's fall, and they're going to want to pump the hype even more than they have already.
Yeah,
I'd say there'll be something in it.
Because the announcement, people were saying, read online, be like, where would it appear? And everyone was kind of saying, well, Rockstar don't need it to be on They don't need an Xbox showcase. They don't need a no, it's a Nintendo Direct. GTA is not coming out on Nintendo. They don't need a PlayStation State of Play because it's a big enough thing by itself. But yeah, I suppose like if they've already announced it now, it's all about just putting it out onto absolutely.
Now we can just make sure it's just plastered absolutely everywhere. So
I'm excited to see. We were chatting, myself, Luke, and Chris. We're chatting about it. I'm interested to get see what you guys think. Will we get classic Grand Theft Auto, or do you think now, in 2025, it'll have to toe the line of being somewhat politically correct? Do you think GTA could still get away with what it gets away with?
I would like it to, but I don't know. Will they? I hope not. I hope it's killing prostitutes and everything. Do you know what I mean? I like classic GTA. Like I know it's a bit. Maybe it's a bit. Not PC anymore.
No, but
like neither society in general. Do you know what I mean?
So to be fair, it's like that. It's what has GTA going over other games is the fact that it's just like the freedom you have in it, but also just the non-PC aspect of it. It's like it's. And
I think they did what South Park do quite well is that nobody can be offended or nobody should be offended because they attack everybody.
Yeah,
it's like South Park. South Park just gives everybody a hard time. So it's like, well, you're all getting a shit time, so y'all can't be. It's not as if we're just poking on you. We're poking on everybody. It's such a tough line to follow. So I think just for refreshment and because I understand it's a video. But again, like I'm a white male, incredibly privileged in my life, whatever else. But part of me just wants it to be GTA.
Wasn't there certain aspects of GTA 4 that were meddled with in the wake of? I think it was like a 9/11 thing, like a terrorism thing.
So flying was taken out of the game because it was released in or around when the 9/11 happened. So that you couldn't fly.
And people were very unhappy with that. And I think that game not tanked per se, like it still made money
because it had a lot to do with the drop in the popularity of it.
Yeah, but it did drop in popularity.
It definitely did. And it was good. It was a good GTA.
I thought it was a good GTA. I didn't really pick up on the fact that when I played it, that like they removed the absolute wild aspect of just being able to fly like an aircraft or steal one from the airplane or airport. But sales wise, I'm pretty sure it still did well, but it didn't do as well as projected. So maybe that's a lesson learned from them for Rockstar to not mess with their formula that works so well.
Because I mean, GTA 5 came out and planes were straight back into it, and yes, you could just fly the planes on the side of buildings.
Yeah, you could do whatever you liked in GTA 5, and I don't think we were any less. We're probably a bit more PC as a society nowadays.
I think GTA 5 is 13 years ago now, and I think in 13 years a lot, and that's what I mean in terms of a lot's changed in terms of what you could or couldn't say in that space of time, which is I guess a long time for that kind of stuff to happen. And like the rise of the internet and social media, as we know, it has meant that we get loads more that like political correctness, or you can't say this or you shouldn't say that. So I'm very curious as to, because it's one thing I love about South Park is the two writers, they've never given a toss. And they're, as far as I'm concerned, at this stage, the only people who can still get away with saying just about anything that they want.
Yeah.
And I would be disappointed if GTA kind of really pared itself back, but I don't expect it to.
I think GTA has modeled itself around being that kind of game.
Controversial.
If they were to take out that kind of stuff, it wouldn't be GTA as anyone knows GTA like. So I think if they took it's the core of GTA, and if they take it out, it will just do awful.
Because I think that's the thing as well, like, because what made GTA 5 so successful was the online stuff that they had. People were just, what's the word? They had like servers where you were just role-playing characters and shit like that. And I can see GTA 6 that being the big draw. So part of me is like, I don't think the single-player storyline is maybe as important as it might have been. I don't think it's going to be the money spinner that it once was without that kind of the online aspect. And so I guess in that regard, maybe they can say to themselves, well, we don't have to actually go so hard in terms of being politically completely incorrect, because we know the online stuff is where it's going to happen. And the online stuff was relatively like not so bad.
It was
the DLCs and stuff.
A lot of the non-PC stuff wasn't really thrown in your face. It was there, but it was never really look at me kind of thing. It was just it's there on the sideline, and you could see it and appreciate it and have a little giggle and then move on kind of thing.
Are either you guys going to get it?
I'll definitely get it. I probably won't play the online aspect, and that's not really my cup of tea when it comes to GTA. But I'll definitely, it's GTA 6. I'll definitely.
I'm the exact opposite. I will get it, but I will get it for the online because I never played the single player.
Oh, fair enough.
I'd be with you, KP. I think 5 I never finished in the end. I can't remember why I didn't finish that either. But 5 I never finished the end. But I only enjoyed the single player. I didn't really enjoy the online. So it was funny. Andrew, do you remember, like, during COVID, you, me, our brother Graham, and another one of our mates all played Red Dead Redemption online. And it was great fun. We did all the Red Dead Redemption online stuff. It wasn't huge, you know. There was a couple of things you could do. Great fun. Had a blast. And then our mate said, do you want to give the GTA 5 online a try? And we were all like, sure. But GTA 5 online had been out for fucking 7-8 years at this stage. More, maybe. So I arrive in that, and you know, the Red Dead is very simple. Here's your revolver, here's your sawn-off thing, and go off and hunt some people or whatever it might be, or transfer this person from A to B. And I created my character, and I walked out into the world of Grand Theft Auto 5 online, like almost 10 years into its inception. And I had a mobile phone with a million apps. Shit was happening everywhere. I couldn't catch a break, like in terms of like people in the lobby were just griefing.
The thing is on the lobbies now as well, especially once you come in as a newer player kind of thing, like you'd walk in, level 1, absolutely nothing to your name, and you're wearing like your basic skins. Everyone knows you've just started. So there will be people who will roll in the street in a Rhino tank, see you, and specifically aim to kill you for no other reason than, you know, I've got a tank and you don't.
That's so
you can't come
funny.
after me because you got nothing to your name kind of thing. Or a pistol.
I just had to say to them, I was like, listen guys, Red Dead Redemption was fun, but I'm out. I can't do this. It was too much. Like
I had to laugh and you guys joined it. Like I was trying to get you to jump into my lobby because I've got I'm a CEO of a corporation. I've got entire fleets of cars, I got helicopters, I got boats and everything. And I was like, oh, please join me. He's like, this is too much. He's like, it really is. Please join me. It's fine.
Yeah. It was like, I think it's one of those things where, not that you have to be there from the start, but like jumping into like a Final Fantasy 14 online with like fucking 7 DLC big expansion things onto it. It's really hard to get to grips with, as opposed to
it's a lot to the point that it's almost too much.
Yeah. Which is what I mean. I was like, I've got enough apps on my real life phone. I've got enough problems in my real life. That I haven't sorted out all these GTA ones, like, you know. So no, we didn't go that. But no, I'm looking forward to that coming out. But yeah, I reckon that's a good shout. Maybe something like that on State of Play. After I have no idea. I don't know what else PlayStation has in the.
I think Death Stranding 2 is going to be announced.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I think there was a bit of buzz this
They had a
week
massive. Was that at the Game Awards or was that at the last State of Play? They had a massive trailer that was like 6-7 minutes long, like cinematic trailer for Death Stranding. That was. I'd love to see if they did come up. I'd love to see some gameplay. I'd love to see if it's like a bit more exciting than Walking Simulator. Yeah. Did either of you play that?
I played it for I'd say about 20 minutes, and I got bored of it very quickly.
Yeah, it's almost the exact same. I don't even think I made it to an hour, and I was just like this. I just knew it wasn't for me.
Yeah. And I was looking at, I got it like as a PlayStation Plus. It was the free game. I was like, everyone's been talking about this. Give it a shot. I was like, nah, delete.
Yeah, I'm done here.
I wonder if we'll see anything. I'd like the Optimus in me would love to see any sort of God of War content. I saw a few rumors about
remastering
the Greek
trilogy.
Yeah, apparently that's the plan.
I loved God of War, and I am disgusted because I played Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And I got to, do you know when you go, you eventually manage to get to Ironwood?
Which area is that now again?
That's where you meet the girl.
Yes.
So you played it as well?
Oh yeah, you played it.
Yeah. So got to that, and you know there's a point where you walk into an area. I don't know if you remember it very well. It was like a hill leading up here, and you get attacked by those. That they were like a face of a cat, like 2 front paws and a long tail, and they burrow underground.
Yeah, I think I remember what you're talking about. This is when you're playing as Atreus, is it?
This is playing as Atreus, yeah. Every time I walk into that room, that area, right? And you're one, I can't remember her name. She picks up her paint magic and throws it. Every time that paint explodes, my game crashes and the PlayStation shuts off without fail every time.
Really?
Yep.
I'm so surprised.
I've been online trying to find out. Like, is this a glitch? It's like no one's got the same problem.
Just you.
Just me. I think the save file is corrupted, and I could not be arsed doing it all again.
I'm so surprised by that.
It's such a pity because I think with Ragnarok as a story.
Like, also, I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. But it's like I can't go back and start it all again. It's like, I've got the free time.
Because you're far enough into it, but you're still a good bit away from the finish. Yeah. That's like super annoying.
3 times I've gone in, and as soon as that pink spray comes up, the PlayStation just shuts off.
What the hell?
No other game.
Can you skip the scene? Can you do that?
No, it's in game.
Oh, it's in game.
It's as soon as she does her little
damn.
combat magic, whatever it is, and it's
Yeah.
the minute that little pink spray comes up, gone. And they boot it back up again. It says your PlayStation was turned off incorrectly and does a whole reboot. It was like,
that is
so
so
frustrating.
specific. That's so
Yeah.
random.
yeah. So
I think, and again, like in terms of with the Marvel version, you know, get caught up in like Chris Hemsworth Thor, but the Thor in God of War Ragnarok is
brilliant.
so good.
Yeah,
like
really
the fact
cool.
that he's so like trouble, drinking problem,
Big burly lad.
bit
like,
massive
yeah.
burly lad. Like yeah.
I
That
love
game
the
was
way
great.
they went with Odin as well.
Just that he's quite
The old cripple, the old man is just like, just give a fuck, I don't care. Just
but has such authority as well. Like
see, all the big bruisers just like meekly listen to him,
Yeah.
even though he's got like no presence when he's there, kind of thing. It's like,
God, that was such a great game. What was that? 2020,
3, I want to say, but I'm
Yeah.
no, is it?
2022? Because like to me, it feels like a long time ago when I actually played through and finished that game.
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones there. They had like the Valkyrie or the Valhalla DLC, which is like a roguelike thing that I keep meaning to go back and give. The only problem is that it's been so long since I've played it. I would be so shit at the roguelike aspect because I'm so out of practice with like because that's what that was so good about the game was the like the shield blocking and how satisfying all that felt. God of War. Would you prefer a remastered Greek collection, or would you like a little teaser for a God of War 3 in terms of like?
can I just jump in here?
Yeah.
Did I not? And then maybe I'm just having some weird fever dream. Was there not mention of God of War set in Egypt?
That's rumor. Yes, that's
Yeah.
the thinking. Like obviously, like going from Greek mythology, Norse mythology, now Egyptian mythology seems to be the
next go-to kind of thing.
go-to. But anything I've seen, it's all like kind of fan created art. So there's nothing set in stone.
Like
if they did go down that route, that would be banging. Like that would. I think that makes the most sense as the mythology to go next.
Yeah, because I loved Assassin's Creed Origins, where it's all set in
Yeah,
Egyptian
it's really
mythology.
cool.
I love Egyptian mythology, and like putting God of War into that, it's like, oh yes, please.
Yeah, I think that would work really well. If they did remake or remaster the original Greek ones, I would love that. I would love to play them again because I've gone back and tried to.
Oh, they're too old.
You just
They
can't
are
do
too
it.
old, yeah.
You just can't do it. Like so, yeah. To get that content again would be class, and imagine playing that on a PS5 or if it came out on a PS6, let's say.
Yeah.
That would just look unreal.
So good, yeah.
Yeah.
And as you said, Egyptian mythology, if that was all true for like a God of War, you know, next God of War would be so good. But yeah, like playing through the Greek one, because I only did, I think, 2 and 3. I never played the first one. Like I came into it in God of War 2. But I wouldn't mind going back to those in terms of like that arcadey style almost. Not that like 2018 God of War and Ragnarok step too far away from that. But the older ones are so much more hack and slash.
Yeah, they really
than these ones. I watched, there was a algorithm on YouTube brought me to a guy who, it's when you fight. Have you done because I'm trying to think of where you are in it. Have you fought Heimdall yet? Have you come across Heimdall?
Not in Ragnarok, no.
Okay, no. Okay, so I won't ruin anything. But it's a deadly fight. But this guy has leveled himself up to oblivion, like in terms of like his strength is outrageous, defense is outrageous, and it's a long, like it's a cool fight. Cutscenes come in at certain points in the fight or whatever else. But every single hit he gets is so strong that it brings them immediately to the next cutscene in the fight. So it's like a literal, a real life kind of brawl, like, you know, and it's so cinematic. It's like that 1-2 punch, and it's like, whoa, cutscene and whatever. I was like that's a person who's played a lot of fucking God of War. Like,
it might have been the same guy, but did you ever watch the fella who it's a similar thing, leveled up and got every bit of armor and leveled up his weapons that you needed to do, and he fought the main Valkyrie from the 2018 version, which I got to fight her, never better. Literally could not do it. Like I tried my level best, and it just wasn't good enough. But this fella did it in about 3 actions, and it's just a killer to see it happen. It was all one combo, and I was like, "You prick."
But that's gotta, like, him getting there has gotta have like a South Park montage kind of
the war
to get to
the level you get to.
Like, it'd be crazy. Gentlemen, I think that's enough time for our shy talk. We can go into our post show, which will be about our next rounds of our Gift of Game Battle Royale with our other characters. But Andrew, thank you so much for hopping on and
thank you
talking
for having
shit.
me.
That was actually way easier than I thought.
Yeah.
Here we are. KP, thank you for hopping on and talking shite.
My pleasure.
And to our listeners, as always and forever, keep enjoying the gift that is gaming. Peace out.